Alright, we're in. Time Out with the Crew podcast. This is our 4th episode. What's up, B?
What up, man?
How you doing today?
Decent.
That's what I like to hear.
Nice.
We're going to be recapping our preseason week 3, seeing who won our pick'ems. Got a couple more draft edition segments for you guys. See if we can help out your draft. Let's jump right in, Vardo. Let's highlight some of the winners and losers of preseason week 3.
Should we go with my favorite one?
What was your winner?
Man, that Kansas versus Vikings, dog. Michael Bennett didn't want to take those push-ups, but
He did.
You lost.
I did them.
You go 25 push-ups though. Like, other than that, I know that it was a close game.
It was a nice game.
Yeah.
I think some of the winners were Josh Allen, Sam Darnold, Tyler Huntley, and Ty Johnson. Some of our losers is Michael Carter, T.Y. Hilton, J.K. Dobbins, and Jamar Chase. Your favorite receiver?
Man, don't draft J.K. Dobbins, fellas, ladies. Just don't do it. The man went down. Down.
Then we got our preseason rookie quarterback stats. Trevor Lawrence went 31 for 44, 323 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. He had a 106.5 passing rating. Zach Wilson went 15 for 20, 191 yards, 2 TDs, no interceptions, 137.7 passing rating. Trey Lance, 19 for 41, 276 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 83 passing rating. Justin Fields was 30 for 49, 276 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 90.2 passer rating. Mac Jones, starter now, 36 for 52, 389 passing yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, 97.4 passer rating. B. Zach Wilson.
Oh, that's a good
in the Big Apple. Justin Fields might not get the start, but he still looked decent.
One of those guys, too much hype, you know.
Mac Jones, he didn't get enough hype, but he's starting now.
Got Cam Newton fired, bro. He's starting for sure.
He's definitely starting.
That's your man.
We got a little bit of news.
Are you drafting him though?
Mac Jones, I don't think we'll draft Mac Jones.
How many games do you think they're gonna win this year?
They'll go 9-7. I think they'll go 9-7. Cause it's gonna be tough. You gotta play Buffalo twice. You gotta play Miami twice. You know, the Jets really ain't nothing, but
Bills
they
defense,
might be something.
And then, what about the Jets rebuilding?
Yeah, so it's like it's gonna be hard for the Patriots to get back on that mountain. We got a little bit of news though. Baltimore wins their 20th straight preseason game.
Baltimore.
John Harbaugh Ravens have passed Vince Lombardi's Packers, who won 19 straight from 1959 to 1962. Lombardi was killing it for those 3 years. But it sucks because it's like you won this 20th preseason game straight, and then you lose J.K. Dobbins in the midst of all this shit.
And then you see a lot of people get mad. Like, why do you start the starters in preseason?
Yes.
How do you feel about that? Do you like that?
I think they should get a couple snaps, but nothing too crazy. Wide receivers and running backs really don't need to be out there, I don't think. The quarterback can
3,
get
4, and 5 wide receivers. You know, like
you want to see those guys because I need to see which ones are going to make the teams. No,
Antonio Brown.
None of those guys. Devontae Adams, none of them. Cam Newton got released from the Patriots today. They plan to start Mac Jones. And then Bishop Sycamore, a fake high school, tricked ESPN into playing a game on national TV.
And got blown out the water. It's like, hey, come watch us play. And then
there has never been a Bishop Sycamore in the history of high schools.
I've never seen it.
Their head coach also has an active arrest warrant for him.
Oh, man. Lawyer up.
Most of the players were junior college dropouts, and they were nowhere near the high school age.
The Junkos out there,
They're just trying to live their dream, They're just trying to live it.
Can't nobody blame them.
All right, let's recap our preseason week 3, Bardo. Friday, you had Indianapolis at Detroit. Colts beat the Lions 27-17. Pittsburgh at Carolina. Panthers crushed the Steelers 34-9. Sam Darnold looked nice, 19 for 25, 162 passing yards and 2 TDs. Dwayne Haskins tried to answer with 9 for 16, 108 yards, TD and an interception, but couldn't hang on. It was a decent game though, because you got to see what Sam Darnold can do with some of these backups. Now just imagine Christian McCaffrey being in the backfield, DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson helping him,
One is a week away, dog.
Can't wait. You know I can't wait.
Football's right around the corner, boys.
Sleeper.
Sleep rap.
Eagles and the Jets tied. Ty Johnson, 13 carries, 53 yards and a touchdown. This is crazy though. So Flacco, Gardner Minshew, and Jalen Hurts are all on the Eagles. If you were the head coach, which one are you putting out there? Because Joe Flacco looked nice.
I seen them.
Gardner Minshew got traded to the Eagles. And then they have Hurts, the guy that was there last year, putting in the work.
I would stick with the young gun until he shows me different.
Right.
But
I like Gardner Minshew, though.
I was going to say, you make trades, and then
for a reason.
And then you got Flacco, for a reason. But who really wants to start Flacco?
Nobody. Super Bowl champ, but nobody really wants to do it.
He has good games, man. He's like Ryan Fitzpatrick, where, there's 5 games in there where he's just unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
And then
yep. And then he goes, boop,
yeah.
And he falls right back down.
Come play out time, he's right back at it again. So it's like, that's what you got to hope with. You really don't want to play ball with that. And then, what's the last name?
Gardner Minshew.
That's the Jaguars, correct?
Yep.
Man, he was rocking. He's still young too, right?
Yeah.
Was it 3?
I think he's only 3-4 years in the league.
So.
And then you got Hurts, young guy. That's a young one.
I don't know. I like the way the young man ended himself though.
Yep.
At the end of the last year, even though all of that whole division was straight trash. Like
pretty
anybody could have won that division.
Oh yeah.
Just winning 2 games in a row.
Oh yeah. But then we have Minnesota at Kansas City, our push-up challenge game. Chiefs beat the Vikings. Patrick Mahomes was near perfect. 8 for 9, 117 yards, 2 TDs.
I drafted him in this weekend's.
Pretty high.
Don't you say that. I would consider him going into I believe I got him in 3rd or 4th. Because I waited.
Yeah.
And I was still shocked that he was there 3rd. And then there was a snake draft, so on the way back down, so I picked him up right then and there because I knew someone else was going to grab him right then and there. And I got a running back right on the way back, coming back.
A quarterback is supposed to be your 3rd to last option.
I believe you.
It should be. It's quarterback, kicker, and defense if we're doing a redraft that way.
That comes off the table when Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, or Aaron Rodgers is available. And I say Aaron Rodgers because he's going to throw 5 touchdowns every game. Patrick Mahomes is throwing 5 touchdowns every game. And Lamar Jackson is, come on.
Yeah.
This is common sense.
But once you guys go Josh Allen that high, Patrick Mahomes that high.
Having 3 running backs.
I give up on taking a quarterback that high because you guys already guys.
That
no, I know.
Weekend, I believe.
I know
and
you guys.
And a lot of quarterbacks went, and that worked out perfectly for me and you because what
did they do?
Wide receiver, running back, wide receiver, running back. We just kept going, and my team was stacked, my man.
Green Bay at Buffalo. Bills beat the Packers. But
play me in the real season.
But
Buffalo.
But Josh Allen was 20 for 26, 194 yards, and 2 TDs.
I couldn't understand why they played him that long, but it is what it is, to get the dub.
That because he's a quarterback. In preseason, I want my quarterback to get reps because that's building his confidence and everything. I really don't care about the chemistry because that's going to come along. But for him to be out there with 4 or 5s and doing that is what you want to see. If he's with the 4 or 5s and he ain't throwing those bombs or doing nothing like that, making them look good, I know I don't got the right guy in there then. If you have Tom Brady out there and he's not making your 4th or 5th receiver look good, well, you know, what is he doing? And that's what Tom Brady does. He makes them look good. Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, those guys are making the backups look amazing.
But then that brings us to the beginning of the conversation. You know, why start your starters during the season?
I say quarterbacks.
Okay.
Me personally, I would only do quarterbacks. I won't do my running back. I wouldn't do my
lineman.
Wide receiver. No, those are all. I want to see what we got. Baltimore at Washington. The Ravens destroyed Washington's football team 37-3. Tyler Huntley was 24 for 33, 285 yards, 4 TDs, looking like Lamar Jackson 2.0 out there. Chicago at Tennessee. The Bears beat the Titans 27-24. Nick Foles was 10 for 13, 142 yards and 2 TDs. Justin Fields was 7 for 10, 54 yards and a TD. My thing is, though, when you have the Bears' offensive line, you need to be very cautious about putting Justin Fields out there too early because their offensive line is banged up.
You're just asking for hurting to get him hurt right away, right?
I wouldn't want it. Arizona at New Orleans was canceled due to the hurricane down there. Hope everybody's safe and okay. Tampa Bay at Houston. Buccaneers beat the Texans 23-16. Tom Brady looked like his normal self, 11 for 14, 154 yards and a TD. Chris Godwin, 3 receptions, 84 yards and a touchdown.
Drafted that man too this weekend.
And it's like, there's so many.
My team stacked, my man.
There's so many options.
What, for Tampa?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is, man.
Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin, Gronk, Ronald Jones. Like, these dudes are all catching the ball. And then they got Giovanni Bernard, O.J. Howard. These guys are stacked.
They got about, 3-4 good running backs, too. Rookie to set it off, 2-4.
And when you draft the way that they draft, that's what happens. Bruce Arians is a really good coach. And they obviously got a good GM because they put a monster defense together.
Man, I like that dude White. Was Devin White?
Devin White.
Cold, bro. Him and
the Rams.
I think these young pups, dog, they're cold.
Yeah.
That's like what football has been missing is some good hitting, some good football. You know, like people just stay on their tackle and do their jobs. I think that dude from the Cowboys is gonna be called what's his name? Micah Parsons.
Parsons, yeah, the safety.
Like, and
he's young, but he's so smart. Like he's already knowing them.
Man,
the Bosa's. Yeah, Nick and Joey Bosa, and that reminds you like of the Watts, bro. Like T.J. Watt for the Steelers, J.J. Watt. Now that he's with Arizona,
like getting like old like LeBron James, bro, but they still playing like young dogs. I love it.
The Rams were at Denver. Broncos beat the Rams 17-12.
Real quick, you think Arizona could go? They got
that far? It's hard though playing in that division because you got the 49ers.
All right, we'll get to that.
You got the Seattle Seahawks.
I can already see you saying like no.
It's hard, dude.
So Cowboys can do it.
Then we had the Los Angeles Chargers at Seattle. Did not go well. Sunday is Jacksonville at Dallas. Jaguars beat the Cowboys 34-14.
Well, we knew that was gonna happen.
Trevor Lawrence though, finally 11 for 12, 139 yards, and 2 TDs.
I like the excitement. You were knocking that man in the beginning of the preseason.
The wide receiver Shenault was 3 receptions, 33 yards, and a touchdown. That boy looks good too. Miami at Cincinnati. The Dolphins beat the Bengals 29-26. Las Vegas at San Francisco. 49ers beat the Raiders 34-10. Trey Lance didn't look too good. 6 for 13, 46 yards. But Hasty, the running back, 6 carries, 55 yards, and 2 TDs.
Man, a lot of running backs look good this year weekend.
Yeah. And that, J.K. Dobbins going down brought Gus Edwards to the front line. So it's going to be tough to see.
I think was Flacco playing?
Philly, yeah.
Okay, that's what I was watching. Then I was watching.
He was snapping.
Man, there was a lot of flyers in Philly, bro. There was just gone. You would have thought they was like on an ice rig or something.
Yep. They're fast.
Yeah, hey, no matter. We had to talk about that a little more because that quarterback situation is crazy over there.
Yeah, we got to do some more shows for like the NFC West. We got to start breaking down the NFC East, the NFC North, go to the AFC. That way we can fill everybody in on these guys. New England at the Giants. Patriots beat the Giants 22-20. Mac Jones, 10 for 14, 156 yards and a TD.
Mac Jones.
Daniel Jones was 17 for 22, 135 yards, a touchdown, and an interception.
Saquon still not ready for week 1, boys.
Man, that sucks, dude.
Who's number 2 over there?
No, the guy from the Broncos, Booker. Oh. And then we had Cleveland at Atlanta. The Browns beat the Falcons 19-10. Josh Rosen was 9 for 18, 118 yards, and a touchdown. And that was preseason week 3. Now it goes on to meaningful football.
We're tied up 8-8, correct?
Tied up 16-16, and we're getting on to that. That is our NFL pick'ems right here. Friday, we had Minnesota at Kansas City. Bardo got that game. Saturday, we had Green Bay at Buffalo. I got that game. Chicago at Tennessee. I took that game. LA Chargers at Seattle. We both lost. We had Jacksonville at Dallas. You won that game. Miami at Cincinnati was the extra 2 points. We both took it. Las Vegas at San Francisco. We both took that. New England at the Giants. We both took that one. Cleveland at Atlanta was the extra 2 points. We both took that one.
If I was up by 1, I think
so.
We got to rescore this.
Week 1 was 3-4. Week 2 was 5-5. And week 3 was 8-7. If we add that up, that's 16-16.
Coming from you, my man. I'm gonna tag Michael Bennett in and see if he'll come back.
Let's see if he'll do it.
More betting this year, yeah.
See if he'll hop on a real Minnesota game this year.
You know,
we'll do it.
You already know the Packers gonna win that one.
I want to hear his take. All right, let's jump into our
hop on the Zoom.
Keep Trade Cut non-PPR edition.
Non-PPR.
We got T. Higgins out in Cincinnati.
Tight end.
Yep. Tier 4 wide receiver 23. We got Chase Claypool over there with the Steelers. Tier 4 wide receiver 26. Adam Thielen. Tier 4 wide receiver 20. Keep Trade Cut.
Higgins, you said tight end or wide receiver, correct?
He's a wide receiver. Oh. Wide receiver 23. T. Higgins. Young boy. Because I'm going to keep Chase. I'm going to trade T. Higgins. And I'm going to cut Adam Thielen.
You're going to cut Adam Thielen?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Take that.
I thought you were a Vikings fan, my man.
I was a Stephon Diggs fan.
Skull.
And you see what they did to his ass.
It's just a business, right?
I guess. Not a business I like.
I hope Adam Thielen comes and just shows you that he is worth the money this year.
No, it's Kirk Cousins that's not going to help him be worth the money because...
You don't have faith?
No, not at all. I'm taking Big Ben or
let's just drop him
Joe Burrow. You got to cut his ass, bro.
Crazy.
So what is your keep trade cut?
I just agree with you.
All right.
I like it because it sounds right on paper, you know? Like, it's just a business. My heart was in it for Thielen, but, you know.
It's just a business at the end of the day. Jerry Jeudy is a tier 5 wide receiver 29 from Denver.
Man.
Robbie Anderson from Carolina, tier 5, wide receiver 30.
Good trade, B.
Or Juju Smith-Schuster, tier
Dropping
4,
Juju.
wide receiver 31.
Dropping Juju.
Okay.
Okay, we're trading my man Robbie.
And you gonna keep Jerry Jeudy?
And we're going to keep Jerry Jeudy, man, because Teddy Bridgewater is going to do some damage out there, my man.
I like it.
Mile high.
I'm gonna change it up.
Don't you do it.
I got to.
Take this pen.
So I'm gonna keep Robbie. I'm gonna trade your boy Judy, and I'm gonna cut Juju.
Wow.
Bye, Juju.
Hey, just remember what the Broncos did to the Vikings in preseason. You know?
Oh, I remember it, but you told me it doesn't matter.
True.
So we got Miles
Hey,
Sanders.
numbers talk, though, man. You know, touchdowns do talk.
Miles Sanders for Philly, tier 4, running back 20. Gus Edwards from the Ravens, starter now, tier 4, running back 21. Or Darrell Henderson over there in the LA Rams, tier 4, running back 22. Keep trade cut.
I'm dropping Henderson.
You're gonna drop the man?
Welcome. Cam Akers coming back, dog. And Henderson's
Next year.
Is he? I don't think so. I don't think Henderson can hold the job.
Because Sonny Michel's there.
Yeah, you got a lot of faith in them with the. Yeah, Sonny Michel's a.
He could
Super Bowl
easily
guy.
come and take that spot.
So, like I said, we're dropping him. I'm trading Miles Sanders just because he cost me a Super Bowl fantasy championship by sliding his rookie year. He didn't want to run 60 yards and he scored a touchdown. He wanted to slide 40 and let the other 20 yards go. And I could have won. I lost by a couple points.
Just because of that.
You think you are the Daniel Tomlinson or something, you know? That guy's out of here. And it just leaves one man to keep, you know? So
Gus Edwards.
he's a starter, man. I think this big dog in town now.
I think I would go with keeping Miles Sanders. I would trade the big name Gus Edwards because everybody's jumping on it. And then cut Henderson because he's, at right now, no value to me.
Big guy?
And those three.
The big
When
guy
you're
was
naming those
interested.
three, though.
True.
And then we're going to hop into our Would You Draft Me fantasy segment. This is a half PPR, Bardo. Curtis Samuel, wide receiver from Washington. Tier 6, wide receiver 43. Or Michael Pittman Jr. from Indianapolis Colts. Tier 6, wide receiver 43. Would you draft me?
Man, two great names. Curtis Samuel's up and coming. And then
Michael Pittman.
Yeah.
Nice young guy, dude. But it just
T.Y.
sucks because
just went down.
you don't know who your quarterback
T.Y.
is.
just went down, correct?
Yes.
So
He's going to be out, I think, for 5 to 6 weeks with like a slip disc or something. I think they said.
Michael Pittman didn't have all the touchdowns, but he has like,
A lot of yards,
catches and targeted a lot, you know.
So that's going to help in a half
That's PPR, correct?
PPR. So it's
So,
going to
yeah.
help.
We're gonna have to draft that, man.
Yeah, I think I would draft Pittman over Curtis Samuel. And then we got McCole Hardman from the Chiefs. Tier 6, wide receiver 53.
Been a good guy since he got here.
Or Russell Gage from Atlanta. You got tier 6, wide receiver 54.
Young dude.
Which one are you drafting?
That's not gonna happen, Atlanta.
So I think you're going with Hardman?
Yeah. Super Bowl champion.
McCole Hardman.
Super Bowl champ, man.
Then we got Damian Harris from the Patriots, tier 5, running back 26. Or Josh Jacobs from the Las Vegas Raiders, tier 4, running back 20.
Man, Josh Jacobs kind of.
Who you going with?
A little bit.
He did. And then now you got Kenyon Drake there from Arizona Cardinals.
Taking all the shine. Come to Death Row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I'll go Damian Harris.
Yep. Definitely go Damian Harris.
Then we got, I think, A.J. Dillon from Green Bay, tier 5, running back 38. Or Zach Moss, tier 5, running back 35.
I like Zach Moss. They have like a duo thing.
A nice
on.
little thing going with
But
Singletary.
you already
and
know me being a Packer fan, bro. A.J. Dillon being a big dog from last year, you know. He seems like a big boy running through the holes. I don't want to stop that
Damn
dude.
quads.
Man.
They running through some
If he could
motherfuckers.
just hold on to that damn ball and get in the end zone more,
We good.
we're going A.J. Dillon. I'm drafting that guy.
Yeah, I would have to go A.J. Dillon too. And that was our Would You Draft Me segment. Now let's talk about what happened on Sunday. Jake Paul,
That's rigged.
Tyron Woodley. They had a couple fights leading up to it. Tommy Fury defeated Anthony Taylor, unanimous decision. Montana Love won in a 7-round TKO. The corner had to stop it. They couldn't take no more.
TKO.
Daniel defeated Joe in a 1st-round knockout.
Nice.
And then, dude, this girl, she could fight. That Amanda Serrano, I think her name is.
Okay.
She's a beast. She was right before Jake Paul. And she was fighting the Mexican chick. Man, she was fucking her up. I'm telling you, she was fucking her up.
Just beating her down.
Dude.
How many rounds did that last?
No, it went the whole thing, but the one chick looked okay and the other chick looked bad. But I think her name is Marciano. Was the Mexican chick's name? She was 18-2 with 5 knockouts.
Didn't she win like 2 weeks ago or something?
No, I think it was like 2 months ago. I think she fought.
I think that was the last time I seen it. I think I know what chick you're talking about.
Yeah,
So she lost.
yeah, and then Serrano was 40-1-1. She had 30 knockouts, and she's a 7-division world champ.
Oh man, that other Mexican chick is just brand new.
Yeah, she was 18-2.
Oh man, you can't do that. That's a setup. Hey, they alley-ooped her like, yeah, you did good and you won the belt for this fight. Now let's just send you out to the big boy fight. Like, there's probably people all in those fights.
And you can tell, dude, that girl, Serrano, was just taking it easy. That Amanda chick, she was just playing with her. And her corner was kind of getting mad at her because they wanted her to just end it. Like, let's get out of here. Let's go home. And her ass was like, boop, 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 boop.
Getting that sparring session in.
Just letting it go.
Paul.
But yeah, it looked very easy. She did not look like she wanted anything from her.
Not as easy as the refs just marking down 10 for Jake Paul though.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Then you had Jake Paul defeating Tyron Woodley in a split decision.
Man.
But after that big shot he took in the 4th round, he
Put him in retirement.
He didn't want none.
You don't want to box him.
Yeah. Why would you? And then he decided to get him and his entourage decided to get into it with Tommy Fury, that Tyson Fury's little brother.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this guy he's only fought a little bit. I think he only fought about 5 fights, right? So Fury fought one guy with a winning record, right? The other 5 guys have a combined record of 12, 175, and 5. So he's not fighting nobody, that Tommy Fury dude. And then he fought this MMA guy who hasn't fought an actual boxing match in 2 years. And he's only had 2 in his whole lifetime. And he couldn't finish him. He was giving him some big shots, but you're bigger than him. You should have been able to lay his ass out.
That boy's big.
But he got into it with Jake Paul in their corner, and Jake Paul didn't want no smoke, bro. He don't want it.
I still
He don't
think
want
at the
it.
end of the day, like, it's Hollywood. You know, it's rigged, man. Because I think he was supposed to get knocked out, but they made it a show so that you could alley-hoop.
Did you hear Floyd Mayweather? What he said? Because he
He gets paid enough. All right,
I guess he was sparring with Tyron Woodley, like helping him out or whatever. And he said he did everything the right way. He goes, but he stopped after that 4th round hit. He didn't keep going. He started like backing and just giving him a little bit of hits. And then it didn't help that Jake Paul is doing what Mayweather normally does and started running around the ring.
With the showboating and dancing, making the crowd into it and getting his name.
But if he fights somebody like Tommy Fury, somebody that actually does some boxing,
it's over.
I don't think he's gonna last. He might not get knocked out, but he ain't gonna come out of the match looking pretty like he did these other fights. They even look at him, on Sunday. He didn't come out that fight looking like he did against Nate Robinson and all these guys that hit him one time in the chest. He got hit in the face really nice and almost put him out of those ropes.
Shoot, let him box them. Philly box that young boy from Philly.
Oh, the young guy?
Let him go down like that. Bet he won't make it out of a couple. I wouldn't say 2 or 3 rounds. He wouldn't make it.
He wouldn't.
There's no way that guy can get away with just
what he does,
fights, bro. He just runs around the corner, sticks his
but,
tongue out.
I mean, at the end of the day, he does know.
Brings out his Pokemon cards.
He does know how to make his money though, and that's what I give him and his brother a salute to, is they do know how to make their money, but they just piss off a lot of people on the way doing it. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna run into the wrong guy that is gonna teach him a lesson. And Tyron Woodley, Tyron Woodley, he looked okay for it being his first boxing match. Like, when you're an MMA fighter, I guess, I don't know, but I guess you use your feet. Use your feet and your hand. You want to grab and you want to do shit.
So when you're
when you're in that boxing stance, you look like you just want to, like a street fight. You want to grab this motherfucker.
Man, he had him like how you fight with your hands up like this, like the old Irish.
But just imagine him getting into a ring with somebody that's gonna jab. So when you come in and you get that fucking jab to the face, you're not gonna want to keep coming in.
Get knocked up.
Yeah, nobody does that to his ass. And then he started talking shit about Conor, that he's on his way down and Jake Paul's on his way up.
I think Conor whooped his ass. Might as well just give him that fight, because that's probably right now, that's the only person Conor can beat up probably right now. So
yeah.
I know all the Conor fans.
Yeah,
man,
that's
now.
a conversation for another. I don't know why you do that.
Hey, right now, I don't know, man. The guy, he's more.
He did it the wrong way, though, bro.
Don't come at Khabib like that.
Yeah.
That man's a monster.
Khabib deserved it. He deserved it. He deserved it, but he didn't deserve all this extra bullshit that Conor does. The throwing the chair at the bus and fucking up everybody else on the bus for no reason. The tweeting about his dad dying. That was all bullshit. But when it comes to fighting, I still think Conor could have took Khabib, bro. If he was on his actual P's and Q's instead of, doing all that fucking coke before, drinking all fucking night. Man. And then trying to fight him. Now you're fighting the best fucking wrestler on the planet, and you're not 100%. You're fucked.
Yep.
And then it went downhill from there.
And you're sleeping with the guy's wife, so.
And it just goes down. It goes downhill from there, He only looked good against Cowboy because Cowboy's not really that good, Right now he isn't. So it's like Dustin Poirier, he took him to school. He took him to school.
Okay, man. Took him down to Chinatown. When are you gonna do these 25 push-ups, though, man? You're kind of avoiding the situation.
I'm avoiding the situation. You record it, I upload it.
Oh,
that's the way it goes. So whenever you record it, that's going right on there.
Well, when are we gonna start recording these meetings? We're gonna start giving out these Zoom locations.
The Zoom meetings?
Yeah.
Yep, we're gonna start Zooming. We got a couple of family members that are gonna Zoom in with us to talk sports. Hopefully we can branch out and get some people on here. Some other podcasters. Alright, that wraps up our show. We hope y'all enjoyed another episode. We got regular season next week. We're starting our new pick'ems. Hopefully we don't tie this one.
Nope, you're going down, man.
Yep.
Oh, man.
It's already done.
Gotta look at it. Take these scoreboards into consideration.
We're ready because Thursday night.
Gotta get my Jimmy Conway going on.
2 weeks.
Cause I get all the picks correct, man.
2 weeks from now, we're going to see the Cowboys at Tampa Bay.
Oh, yeah, that was... As soon as I left the house, I seen that commercial.
I can't wait for that. And then we're gonna start our new segments because we can't do our draft segments no more. So now we gotta come up with these new start sit segments and help people out for, with their fantasy squad. We gotta start helping motherfuckers out. So tune in every Thursday. But if you haven't already, please follow us on Instagram at Timeout with the Crew. You can also follow us on Twitter and like and share us on Facebook at Timeout_crew. Hashtag our name, Timeout with the Crew, and spread the word. Join the crew and have a great day, everybody. Peace.